Right now, it's coming up to the month of February. And with February, 3 games come out for both platforms, which is the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S and X. Well, just the whole of Xbox. To start off, we'll go with the games of gold for February. We do have a list. We have Gears of War 5, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, Lost Planet 2, Dandara Trials of Fear Edition, and Resident Evil.
Yeah, Gears 5, I'll say Gears 5 and Resident Evil, they kind of speak for themselves. They're well-known games. Gears 5 is a great game. I think that was one of the last games I played when I still owned the Xbox, however long ago. And Resident Evil, the first one, the original one, I mean, like I said, speaks for itself, horror, shooter.
I'd say, because we all know like the bit of information they've received, so I understand why they put Indiana Jones. I can't say I'm hyped to play that one.
Because obviously they spoke about developing a new one, so the timing on that, makes perfect sense.
Canon, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
I'll say I saw some gameplay for Dandara. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And at first, before looking at it, I was like, this ain't my game. This is like an indie. This is just, it's not what I want to play on my current gen. But I must admit, the person, if I can find it, credit to them, they was playing it in a very good way. It seemed quite strategic and it wasn't just straightforward. I mean, if you put the graphics and stuff to the side, it seemed like it could be challenging, like in terms of the whole arcade feeling back in the days thing. So don't expect current like stuff to wow you. But if you just want one of those run-through games, those kind of old school, you put your coin in the machine and you play and you try to compete at those sort of games, it looked like it could be fun.
No, I agree. I see it as a game that I was very fond of, which is a game called Celeste. It's got the kind of same art style, that 8-bit kind of indie platformer. It looks like that type of game. So if I did have an Xbox, I definitely would try it out, see what it's saying, and it does look like a very enjoyable playthrough.
No harm in trying.
I mean,
I do. Sorry, just to add to that though, I do think they need to add more. I mean, there's no harm in trying. It's free, whatever. But I do think they need to. If you're not gonna have exclusives, which is a different topic, then at least provide better content with the games for gold for them. I'm ultimate, so regardless, I've got quite a broad playlist. But I mean, to keep the people in gold consistently happier stuff, you need to add, I don't know, more stronger things or newer things then, because Gears has been out for a while.
And it's already free on Game Pass as well, so you're absolutely right.
We're obviously trying to cater for those. Remember, you got to remember they had a mishap last week where they tried to up the price of gold, and I think they're trying to make up for that mishap for those that don't have Game Pass and give them one of their only premium games for free, basically. So obviously Dandara's a bit of a less well-known game than Gears and Resident Evil, even Indiana Jones. I don't think we mentioned that Lost Planet 2 is also a game that they're giving out for free.
Yeah, I've never played it myself, but does anyone know about it?
I'll give you, it was Lost Planet 2. I'll give you a brief description. So it's obviously Lost Planet 2, so it's obviously a sequel. Third-person shooter developed by Capcom, released in May 2010. Like I said, it's obviously a sequel that offers a deeper insight into the world of, I believe it's Eden. It's stylized as EDN 3, so I'm sure I think it's Eden 3.
Okay.
So, and Dandara, for those who don't know, someone like me, I had to do a bit of research on it. It's a 2D platformer / shooter. Exploring and traversing the world of Salt. I think the planet's called Salt. Undergoing various challenges and puzzles in order to free the once free citizens who are now oppressed.
Okay.
So it sounds right. Sounds right. And obviously Indiana Jones is obviously one of their backwards compatible titles, because that was released back in February 2003 for the original Xbox, and it was a multi-plat title, but I think it came out on the original Xbox first and then moved over to the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
So, not a bad lineup, I guess.
Yeah. You're right. Right. I feel like they're trying to keep with the horror going on with Resident Evil because Village is coming out, but I know it's coming out on PlayStation 5 first. Well, they've got the demo on PlayStation 5 first, but I know that they're going to be releasing the demo later on in the summertime for Xbox. So maybe I think that's kind of like a build up to when.
Yeah, they're building the hype for it, baby. They're building the hype train and trying to get us on the hype train. I just want to play through them games VR, man. I want that them demons right in my eyes. I
don't know about immense.
I want them jumping out on them corridors. I heard the main antagonist like this really tall vampire lady. So
I mean,
I don't really know much about it. Still,
the horror industry is dying, so it's just like
touching on the horror industry. We got The Medium coming out shortly, which I'm guessing you're gonna provide us a beautiful review video on, my guy.
I'm waiting for that.
Play it. I'm gonna see if these scores
you're excited.
Right.
You're excited. That's your first Xbox exclusive of the generation. Did you know that?
I definitely knew it. I mean, I'm a but you know what? In terms of more, I'm not excited. What I'm more intrigued or what's anticipation, should I say, is I wanna know what they can do with the new generation. Like first exclusive, bang. What can the Series X really do? What's it capable of? So this specific game, I'm not excited to play that game. I'm more excited to see what
you want to see the next gen. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I sent you in the Digital Foundry video earlier. I think the results are a little bit disappointing still.
Yeah, I saw that, but I'm someone.
I don't think it pushes above 900p. You know, a lot of people saying it looks like a 360 game.
I did see that in the comments.
But if it is, all I'm gonna do is turn it off and turn on my PlayStation.
I respect that.
But
that's a good segue. Let's touch on the PlayStation game before we go off topic.
Yeah, man. So moving on, we got a batch of February games on PlayStation Plus, and to start that off with is a PlayStation 4 game, which is called Concrete Genie. Does any of you know anything about it?
Not much. I got a brief description here. If you want me to read it out, or you can take the floor if you like, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much information. All I know is that it's got an innovative way of, using the controls. They're using the 6-axis.
Yeah, but I heard it's a VR. Is it a VR game?
It could be, but I mean,
I was looking at the description actually on the PlayStation earlier. It says that some parts of the game you need VR for. So.
Okay, yeah. If that's the case, then I mean it's quite innovative in the sense. But obviously, if you don't have a VR headset, you can still use it as normal.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, not use it. I mean, play it as normal. But I know that they use the 6-axis control on the PlayStation 4 controller. So with the motion, when you're using this magic paintbrush, a quick background of the game. I think you're like a kid in a weird area, like a Tim Burton type of area, where it's all dark and grisly. And basically, this guy is an artist, and all he does, he loves to draw, and he drew something that came alive, and then now he has the ability to have a magic paintbrush and paint graffiti on the walls and make everything come to life. Instead of it being dark and moody, he makes it lively and bright.
He's moving like that brother. He's moving like that brother out of Mario Sunshine, the villain.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right now he's sounding like a young Sai. Okay.
Trying to paint up everything.
Yeah. Nah, true. Both of you got it, but
okay.
We're going on a tangent, so let me bring it back. We got Control Ultimate Edition that may upset a couple of PlayStation 5 owners, only because a lot of people did buy Control the Ultimate Edition for the PlayStation 4, which gave you a free upgrade to the PlayStation 5's optimized version, which cost everyone like around, I think it was 50 to 60
pounds.
Wasn't it
full price?
Yeah, it was full price, 50 to 60 pounds.
Full price, right?
Yeah, and you could only get it digitally. You couldn't get disc version. So Yeah, and now that they're doing it for free.
That's mad. That's a bit. There's gonna be some disgruntled PlayStation fans. I'm looking forward to playing Control because I've always looked at it and thought that's all right, but haven't got around to playing it myself. I'll give you a brief description for those who don't know. It's an action adventure developed by Remedy Entertainment, published by 505. It's a third-person game. When you say you're using like abilities, it's not really a shooter, is it?
Nah, I think there's shooting elements or throwing elements.
Is it similar to? I don't know if any of you played this. I know I played it. It was one of the first games I played on my Xbox. Is it similar to Quantum Break?
Quantum Break. I knew you was gonna say.
Yeah, it gives me that kind of vibe. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's the kind of vibe it gives me. Still,
it gives me bright memory vibes as well. That whole telekinesis, that whole like connecting and controlling things.
I'm definitely gonna be downloading Control.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna give it a go and see how it turns out. But
I don't know about the paintbrush thing though.
I'm gonna let you lot do those two.
Okay. Well, there's one game that I feel like all of us should actually, play, and that's the next game that's free. It's a PlayStation exclusive that was actually originally meant to be a launch title, had been postponed until February, and then to turn out to be a game for free. I feel like
I think they might have postponed it for that. Just
maybe so. Yeah. You're probably right, and I think that they need to. Everyone who has a PlayStation needs to try it out. And I know for sure that I want the Cheqpoint team to actually join this, and that's to play Destruction All Stars.
Does that mean there's 4 player?
It's a party game. I'll give you a brief description, brief overview. Destruction All Stars is a futuristic combat destruction sports game. You compete in teams in an arena battle. Players aim to destroy other players' cars or fight hand-to-hand on foot. Likened to Rocket League.
So basically,
it's just combat. It's not you're not playing football with cars.
Looks like it should be. It should be quite fun. I mean, I'm definitely gonna get it, not just because of the hype around it, but just to play.
We need some games to play together, man.
Yeah, not even just that. I didn't really get to play Rocket League like that. So as this reminds me of it, or it's the next thing, I think, I
think it looks a bit more wilder than Rocket League.
Yeah, when their cars are destroyed, then they're on foot, right?
Is that how it works? Well, I don't know how the exact mechanics, but they actually released a state of play today.
Yeah.
So we can go and take a look at that to see exactly how it works. I believe it's a gameplay overview, so we can go and have a look at that and see what it looks like. But yeah, man, I think those are some good games. I mean, obviously, Xbox usually offer maybe 1 or 2 more, but in terms of the weight that these ones hold, especially with Destruction All Stars being a brand new exclusive,
true.
I think, it's a pretty good offering. Yeah. So look, now obviously we've just discussed the games for February. What would be on you guys' wish list for March for both platforms? It can be anything from multi-plat, exclusive, old school game, whatever, backward compatible game, whatever.
Cool. I'm going to start off with an Xbox original, and that's Splinter Time Sweeper. I don't think they've announced it first yet.
Strong game still. Game.
And it's also like it used to be the mascot for Xbox, so I'm actually shocked that they don't already have it in Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's the original one, because they have got a sequel to that game as well, right?
They do, they do.
Yeah. That Splinter Time Sweeper is a very strong game. I remember playing that back in the day at your house.
That was literally my first game on Xbox. That was the reason why I got the Xbox. It was a console seller. So yeah.
And what about for the PlayStation?
Ooh, it would be nice to see them add more to the PlayStation Plus collection. So maybe adding Ghost of Tsushima or The Last of Us Part 2 or something like that. Like a PlayStation original just added to the collection. Yeah.
That won't happen. It's too soon, man.
Nah,
but it would be nice to see. It would be nice to see.
Yeah.
I'll say my game I'll start off with the PlayStation. I'm still secretly thinking about one for the Xbox. Is Horizon Zero Dawn. For those that haven't managed to, for whatever reason, purchase it or experience it any way, shape, or form. Obviously, we've got a sequel for that coming out later on this year, so I feel like that would be a good game for them to push on PS Plus for people to experience before the sequel comes out.
You're absolutely right.
So that'll be mine for PlayStation. I've got an idea for a game for Xbox. I just don't know if it actually came out on the Xbox back in the day. But I remember playing this game and enjoying it a lot, and that's a game called Onimusha.
Bad boy game, but I played all of them on PlayStation. I didn't even know Xbox.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was a PlayStation. I'll have to do some research.
Yeah, no,
that's whether that was a PlayStation exclusive or not. But that game was hard.
Picking up, we'll start with Xbox. I say for Xbox, a Splinter Cells, to be honest. I feel like that game used to be so good back in the days. It fed up. Like, what's happened to it? I'm surprised that hasn't been remade. So for the sake of old school feelings and stuff, I would say, Splinter Cell. I mean, if they're putting on all of these old, they can surely put on one of those. Like,
yeah.
I'll say for PlayStation, I already know it's not gonna happen, but I would like to see Bouncer on there.
Big boy game. You don't know about Bouncer, really, boy. LJ don't know about Bouncer, really, boy. What's man talking about?
Man knows about Bouncer still.
The Bouncer.
I'm joking. I don't know nothing about Bouncer. That's it for now. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and in the comments, just give us what you think.
What's your thoughts on the games?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on what games we were
and your wish list for March as well.
There you have it. But yeah, man, that's Kid LJ signing out.
Done more, straight more, 2 hands.